Monkey D. Luffy, the much-lauded captain of the Straw Hat Pirates, has become a symbol of everything wrong with shonen protagonists. Oh, where do we even begin with this rubbery misfit? Is it his unwavering optimism, his undying loyalty to his friends, or his boundless courage? Please give us a break. In an era where we crave complex, flawed heroes, Luffy's outdated simplicity feels more like an unwelcome throwback than a comforting nostalgia trip. Let's start with Luffy's infamous stupidity. It's almost endearing how he charges headfirst into danger with the intellectual prowess of a particularly dense brick. Sure, some might call it bravery, but is there really much difference between courage and sheer idiocy when your protagonist can't string together a coherent plan to save his life? In a world teeming with political intrigue and convoluted plots, Luffy's approach to problem-solving, punch first, ask questions never, is hardly inspiring. If anything, it's a reminder that sometimes the hero can be the least interesting part of the story. And let's not overlook his irritatingly unwavering moral compass. Luffy's sense of justice is as black and white as an old television set, devoid of any nuance. He'll fight for his friends, sure, but wouldn't it be refreshing if he occasionally questioned his motivations? Luffy's relentless pursuit of becoming the Pirate King feels more like a child stubbornly insisting on their bedtime story than a compelling character arc. While other characters in One Piece wrestle with moral ambiguity, Luffy's simplistic view of the world remains as unchanging as his straw hat. His design, how wonderfully cliché. A rubber man with a straw hat and a scar under his eye. Wow, how imaginative. In a series renowned for its creative character designs, Luffy's appearance is disappointingly basic. His goofy smile and exaggerated expressions might have been charming back in the late 90s, but now they just seem lazy. It's as if Eiichiro Oda poured all his creativity into the world building and secondary characters, leaving Luffy as a bland, unremarkable centerpiece. Speaking of world building, let's talk about how Luffy fits into the grand scheme of things, poorly. The universe is intricate, with layers of political, social, and historical context that create a rich tapestry. But does Luffy contribute to this complexity? Not at all. He stumbles through this elaborate world with the grace of a toddler on a sugar high. While his ignorance of the world's intricacies might serve as a plot device to explain things to the audience, it simultaneously diminishes his role in it. He's not driving the plot forward, he's being dragged along by it. Then there's his laughable sense of direction, or rather, the lack thereof. Luffy's perpetual state of lostness might be played for laughs, but it's symbolic of his overall character trajectory. He doesn't know where he's going, both literally and metaphorically. Unlike other protagonists who grow and evolve, Luffy remains the same naive, headstrong kid from the East Blue. Sure, he gets stronger, but does he really grow? Does he ever reflect on his actions, learn from his mistakes, or show any sign of introspection? Of course not, that would require depth. And let's not forget his ridiculously overpowered abilities. The Gomu Gomu no Mi granted Luffy rubber powers, making him immune to bullets and giving him superhuman strength and flexibility. Convenient, isn't it? In a series where devil fruits offer unique and often unpredictable powers, Luffy's abilities are the deus ex machina of every battle. Need to defeat a seemingly invincible foe? Don't worry, Luffy will just pull a new gear out of his hat, or rather, his body. His power-ups lack creativity, boiling down to Luffy gets stronger rather than any meaningful development or strategy. His relationships with his crew are another area where Luffy falls flat. Yes, he loves his friends and they love him back. But this loyalty is so absolute it's nauseating. There's no tension, no conflict, no sense of real human relationships that evolve over time. His crew might have diverse backstories and personalities, but their interactions with Luffy are painfully one-dimensional. He's their fearless leader, and they follow him without question. Yawn. In reality, such unwavering loyalty without any friction is unrealistic and boring. Lastly, Luffy's quest for the One Piece is a relic of a bygone era. In a world where audiences crave complex narratives and moral gray areas, Luffy's straightforward dream of becoming the Pirate King feels laughably simplistic. His journey lacks the intricate personal stakes and existential dilemmas that make modern protagonists so compelling. Instead, we're stuck watching a rubber boy stretch his way through one predictable arc after another. In conclusion, Monkey D. Luffy might be a beloved icon of shonen anime, but his appeal is rooted in nostalgia, rather than any real merit. His simplistic worldview, lack of growth, overpowered abilities, and one-dimensional relationships make him a frustratingly outdated protagonist. In a medium that has evolved to embrace complexity and nuance, Luffy remains stubbornly stuck in the past. So here's to hoping that future generations of anime heroes will leave this rubbery relic behind and embrace the rich, multifaceted characters that modern storytelling demands. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Quirky Critic signing out.